you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
Welcome everybody, we were here waiting for the next big news with Splinterlands. It's coming out in the town hall. They're going to announce their undisclosed project, but while we were waiting, the GLS, Genesis League Sports white paper was dropped. So I was super excited to go check this out. Let's go dive in and take a look at it. And I'm gonna try to make this very quick for you guys. And I'm going to compare this to Splinterlands. So I'm going to assume that a lot of you already have a basic understanding of Splinterlands. This is not going to be an in-depth review. I'm going to attempt to make this very quick. You guys know I'm not very good at that. But anyways, we know that the first game in Genesis League Sports is going to be with the Major League Soccer Players Association. So with the MLS, it's going to use Major League Soccer players. This is for an overview of the whole project though. Genesis League Sports as a whole. Tokenomics, it's going to use 3 different tokens. Genesis League's governance token GLX is equivalent to SPS, that's the governance token. GLUSD is equivalent to DEC in that it's the stable token. Now it's going to be at a different rate. It's going to be pegged to $1. So different quantities there, but the concept is going to be the same. And then GLGX is vouchers. Vouchers are basically a way of tokenizing the value that SPS stakeholders get and those who run the nodes. So three tokens, just like in Splinterlands. The utility token GLX, utility, pretty similar to Splinterlands, governance, staking rewards, and minting the Genesis League USD stablecoins through burning. So just like when you can burn SPS to get DEC, you can do the same thing here. Burn GLX to get GLUSD to then go spend in the marketplace. So the distribution, 2 billion GLX, and it's distributed kind of equally here. And when you first look at this, and especially when you look at this graph, you see that the play to earn is actually very, very small for MLS Players Association. So why is that? That's because there's really a 75% share that's actually set up here that can be used for play to earn and what will eventually be staking rewards. And the future partnerships is for future games. So if they decide to go out and partner with the MLB, they can draw from that to have a play to earn pool for the MLB game and so forth. Each different game. So this is designed to expand, to have a bunch of different partnerships, and that's very exciting. We've got an airdrop. Let's go down and look at. So this airdrop here, yeah, right here, because this is what a lot of you want to see. SPS stakeholders will get airdrop 5% of the supply of GLX. That is awesome that those who are stakeholders in their first game, the Splinterlands first game, is going to get the new utility token, 5% of the new utility token for the new game. And they're just handing it out. They're giving it to previous players, previous investors, whatever the case is. So that is really cool. The staking rewards again only last for a year, and then the staking rewards will come from the play to earn piece of the pie going forward. So as we see more games kind of come out and that type of thing, you can see that distributed differently. So it is important to note that it's that flat percent for the first year, and then it's going to be kind of changed up after that. Liquidity provider rewards for liquidity providers. We've got a DAO, just like Splinterlands does. Validator rewards. We'll get into that here in a second. Play to earn future partnerships. Again, this is what I talked about, and the DAO is going to be able to vote on how that distribution is. I mentioned MLB. Maybe MLB is a bigger, it's kind of a bigger group, right, or a bigger league. So maybe it gets more, 200 million, or maybe they've got NASCAR that comes in and it's a smaller one, so it gets 50 million. I don't know if NASCAR is smaller than MLS, but you guys get the point, right? The DAO can vote on that. So if they all have the same equal amount, there's enough for 14 more partnerships there, which is going to be really cool. Absolutely cool. So Genesis League USD stablecoin, it's the market coin. It's equivalent to DEC and can be created from GLX, and that's how products will be priced in. So if it falls below peg, you can buy products at a discount, just like DEC and Splinterlands. Genesis League game time is vouchers. It's how they tokenize that. We kind of talked about that already. It's on the Hive blockchain. Those of you who are familiar with Splinterlands know it's the same blockchain, same type of things there. It's worked great, so I'm glad they're continuing that. We've got the DAO again, able to vote on it. I want to talk about something with the DAO as far as source of income, but that'll be in a later section here. The nodes, they're running validator nodes just like Splinterlands. It's going to work the same way, where there's some that are going to be voted in and others that are going to be, you can purchase licenses to run those nodes. One big thing though, at the very last sentence here, those who own SPS validator node licenses are going to get airdropped GLS validator node licenses. Now, we don't know what the ratio is there or anything. There's going to be more details later. But if you own an SPS validator node license, this is great news. You're going to get a chance to run the same thing in GLS. So that is very, very exciting. I was happy to see that. Talks about the different games or game platforms. So there's different things they can set up. They can do, like the first one for MLS is more of an auto battle or a soccer game, more of a manager type game, but they can do fantasy games, they can do prediction brackets. There is a ton of flexibility with the different types of games they can design out here. It's very exciting to look forward to. Talks about the NFTs that'll be sold. That's the equivalent of your Splinterlands cards, and those being minted and that type of thing. NFT markets, this is what I want to get into. You can have rentals just like in the Splinterlands system. Fees. This is something that's different than Splinterlands and something that's huge that I want to highlight. Right now in Splinterlands, when you might see a 5% market fee. All of that goes to the market interface. So if you go buy a card on Peak Monsters gets 5%. The way it's going to work here is the first 2% is going to go to the DAO. So that's going to be a continuous source of income, which is going to be absolutely awesome. So there's going to be two fees. First is DAO. The second one will then go to the marketplace interface, and they can those fees, just like in Splinterlands, I believe can be varied too. So I'm assuming that's how it works. It doesn't specifically say that, but that's kind of what I assume there. Then there's going to be land, stadiums, arenas, so they can have different services. Like you can, I mentioned down here, you can have training academies, clinics. There's so much they can do with that. If you play a match in an arena, the person who owns the arena can get a cut of those. So it's again kind of the equivalent of land that you see in Splinterlands or other games. That's going to be exciting. Talks about the in-game rewards. So roadmap. When does it come out? That's a big. When's the pack sale? October 18th is the pre-sale. That's when that's coming, and then Q2 2023. That's when the game is projected to release. So that's the soccer game. So you can kind of look at the roadmap and see different things when governance is coming, and validator nodes and all of that. So that's kind of the roadmap right there. But this is all exciting. I'm super excited about it. I know, like, I'm personally not a huge soccer fan, but I am a huge sports fan. Typical American, right? I'm a huge sports fan, but not a soccer fan. I love the way this is set up for so many different projects to come in. I can't wait to see if we get MLB, NFL, NBA, things like that. It even mentions the possibility of having, like, even fictional games, it says, which was pretty cool. So I can't remember exactly which one that was in, but either way. Oh, right here, even including fictional sports games. Somebody mentioned this on the Discord, and it was like, okay, does that mean you could see? Could we see Quidditch? Could we get a partnership with Harry Potter and have Quidditch in here, or any of these other like fictional games like that? That would just be awesome. So it's not even limited. It's not even limited to just your primary real sports. There's so many different places they could go with this, and I'm excited. I'm absolutely excited. So thanks a lot. I made it as short as I can. I know my short videos aren't necessarily short, but I tried to go through it really quick. For those who want a much deeper look, feel free to go check out the white paper. And I'm gonna get off and prepare for the town hall. We've got more big Splinterlands news coming today. The undisclosed project is finally going to be disclosed. By the time this video is actually uploaded, it'll probably already be disclosed. So that's going to be super, super exciting. You'll probably hear from me here very shortly with a video covering that. So thanks a ton. I will see you all on my sponsored live streams coming up. I have 3 sponsored live streams this week. Make sure you guys hit that sub button, turn those notifications on, come to my Discord so you get notified whenever we have those streams. I will see you guys on those streams.